Well, hello. Welcome. Welcome to your Oracle meditation. I have to give you a heads up because Contessa's with me. Who knows how she's going to respond, but it's that time. Shut those lights off. Roll those shoulders back. Had to pull out a new candle. Oh, I'm excited. You, me, and the sea. A little gift from one of my clients, so I appreciate you. You know who you are. But let's light that candle. And know that connecting back to that ancestral frequency of fire, this is how we check in with Mother Earth. This is how we make our presence known. This is the building blocks of meditation, starting with that frequency of fire. So let's take a moment and connect to that frequency. Let your body settle in. Like I said, roll those shoulders back, stretch out those fingers, those toes, and get ready to enjoy at least 30 minutes of you and your meditation. Here we have designed a wonderful meditation filled with 8 different oracle decks, each with a message. We've mixed in the moon phase, the chakra, the frequency. We know that where the moon sits, it tells us what zodiac it's in, and that tells us what zone of the body to focus on and bring awareness to. So very quickly, thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for carving out that time and following, liking. Thank you for your comments. I am truly excited to have received them. And thank you for practicing your medicine. Know that when you practice your medicine, you are creating that frequency that connects us all, like a rainbow or an orchestra. Coming together and discovering your medicine, it adds to the tribe. So please continue to like, subscribe, and strengthen that message of connection. Strengthen our tribe. If you think that you have discovered something, this podcast, something about it, and you want to share it, please share it. Let others know that we don't have to do things the same way every time or the way other people do it, that we found a different way by mixing in ancestral messages, helping me achieve that level I want to be at, where I can share my medicine and know that it can help those around us. So let's get started. Here in this Oracle meditation, we clear our thoughts and we connect back to that breath. Here we work on that imagination, because we know if we don't use that imagination, we will lose it. So do this with me. Imagine at this moment inhaling the blessings, the medicine, and the magic. The blessings that we need, that we're asking for, the medicine we need to heal our body, and the magic. Magic to co-create the world. And know we are all walking a red road. And on this red road, we find keys that lead us to tools that unlock doors to opportunities, up to unlocking that magic inside of us. And we get animals and ancestors and angels, all here to deliver a message. And over these last few years, I've been able to collect all of that information and put it into a story, into a meditation, for you to listen to and connect to. We add that EFT, that emotional freedom technique. So when we leave our sacred space and we enter into the world, We are no longer burdened by any emotional tethers. And we practice this. So let's get started. Right now, we are sitting in the waning Gibson moon. We are sitting in gratitude. And I would love to hear what you are grateful for. The smallest little thing, the most amazing things are happening. We are going in from Gemini, the constellation Gemini, into Cancer. This tells us that we are working on our arms, holding life's experiences, and moving into the breast, the overprotectiveness feeling that we are feeling. And it makes sense because we have just discovered that childlike attitude, that childlike innocence inside of us. And it is our job to protect it. However, all in balance. Right now, the sacred path card that we get on this red road is the powwow, the quickening, the sharing. This is when we all are gathering together and bringing in that orchestra of magic, that orchestra of sound and light and beauty. Next, the sorcerer. And the sorcerer reminds us of allowing us and creating and using that magic that's in the air. Now, as we are being called into the powwow, the sorcerer comes into our meditation. And the sorcerer represents that circle of doubt, being called to look at how your beliefs around you and that self-centered fear that manifests in our world. This symbolizes that subconscious beliefs and the ideas that foster separation, conflict, scrutiny. It's time to make peace with them and to choose a different way. Every message has a warning, has medicine inside of it. Here, we're being called to gather together and to share. We're sitting in the 5th chakra, which is the throat chakra, time of communication. Going from Gemini, experiencing our life, holding on to those experiences, moving into Cancer, that overprotective attitude. Today, our path card is the quickening and the sharing, the powwow, coming together of the tribe. And the sorcerer stepping in to help us shake loose those former beliefs. If you've been feeling out of sorts, it's probably because you've been facing down those flaws, that pain. And know that lashing out on others may be that sign. Know that you can recover from those darker aspects of your nature. Know that you have learned to alchemize it and to know that that is just a scared little child. Don't be so overprotective. Perhaps it's time to make amends. Be grateful for that discovery of those shadows. Let it set you free from that shadowy thought and step into the light, using that imagination, knowing that you can lean on that tribe and that we will not fail you. How crazy. I don't believe in coincidence. Along the way, we not only get the name of our sacred path that we are on, we get messengers. Today we get the sorcerer. Next, we walk with animals and ancestors and angels. Today we get the snake. Snake represents transformation, shedding of that skin, of transmutation, alchemizing, letting whatever needs to come up, and knowing that we can alchemize it. Not take it personally. Use our words impeccably. You know what I'm saying. It's not easy. It's not easy to stay in your lane. But be aware of what's coming up. Be aware and not lash out on those that are surrounding you, supporting you. Use your words. Sit in gratitude. Be aware that you are holding your experiences. Now, do you feel peace? Do you feel burdened? Do you feel scared? Well, call in your mates. Call in your soulmates. Call in your tribe when you feel like this. So we can help you alchemize and step out of that flight or fight and find that darker place and be comfortable in the shadows. When a snake is ready to transform and shed its skin, it finds that sacred space, that hidden space. When it's protecting its young, same thing. So call in your friends, call in your support. It's time for the quickening. It is time for the powwow. Know that angels walk among us. Angels walk among us disguised as friends, disguised as allies, disguised as animals. Here she comes, wreaking havoc. I think I might have to start the podcast later, because normally she's quiet. Sorry, I was talking about my cat. So once again, we are being called to the powwow, being called to gather together, to share, to experiencing that quickening. That quickening is that awakening, that pain before that receiving that blessing. They describe it as labor pain. The sorcerer coming up to help break through those beliefs, and to let go of that limited mind. Mother Snake has brought her way and slithered into our reading to remind us to transmute what's in the darkness, to no longer be afraid, to call in those soulmates. They walk among us as earthly angels. See the beauty. Continue to sit in gratitude and know that we are surrounded with sacredness. See the beauty. No longer see those shadows as negativity. Step into the light. Light that candle. Let go of that overprotective attitude. You don't have to pretend to be somebody you're not in order to feel whole. You just got to sit with the tribe. Know that your soul knows the direction it needs to go. We've worked on this medicine, and if you step into the flow, you'll be surprised what you let go. Come, sit at the powwow. Start sharing your voice. Start sharing your worries. Start sharing that growth. Let that sorcerer, that limited thought and belief system, let it go. Transmute it like Mother Snake with her poison and her medicine. Call in your soulmates. Know that we have earthly angels that are friends that are disguised as those earthly angels. Sit in gratitude. Know that there is beauty everywhere. You just have to look for it. Let your emotions flow. We're going into that water energy of Cancer. There are a lot of feelings within you, and it's time to let them out. It's the time. to sit in gratitude and see the beauty. Know that your soul knows where it's going. Listen to those whispers of your soul. Beneath the layers of confusion and thought, that daily pattern of behavior, there's guidance that is helping you to navigate that way. You may not always be aware of it or listening, but it's always there. Let it guide you to learn the lessons you're supposed to learn. Grow in the ways that you're supposed to evolve and experience life just as you are. But let go of that old life experience. Transmute it. And drop that overprotective attitude. If this is as far as you get, this is your message. Share your message. Share your pain. Release yourself of those old beliefs. Transmute it. Find that safe space. They're all over the place. And sit quietly and call in your soulmates. Know that Great Spirit has sent those earthly angels to us. All we have to do is sit quietly and reach out. Call them in. Sit in gratitude. Let your soul take the lead, for it knows where to go. Let those emotions flow. Our water guardian is with us, to trust those emotions and to let them flow with ease as we transmute and enter into that water element. Cancer. So if you're ready, blessings to you that are still here, and blessings to those that have not been able to. But from here, let's go deeper into this meditation with a body scan. And for those of you that are new, a body scan is where we imagine a hoop that is connected to our breath. And it hovers high above our head. Inhale, let it go higher. Exhale, let it sink down. Gently imagine a hoop making its way down, relaxing your forehead, your eyes, closing them if you can, relaxing your jaw, your neck, your shoulders. Inhale, let it go all the way back up as high as it can go. Even higher. Exhale. This time, as it sinks down just a bit faster, imagine it leaving a bubble in its wake. That bubble's our transportation. Slow down that hoop and sink into the dark. If you can, lay back. Take it from here. This is your practice. But sink. Imagine feeling the weight of that bubble, the weight of that hoop, connected to your breath. Sink. And when you have reached the end, tie off your balloon. Tie off your bubble like a balloon. Create a tether, a rope, a ribbon, a string. Feel that connection back to Mother Earth. Feel that connection. That quiet vibration of sound. That slow hum. That's that vibration that will tune your throat, tune that fifth chakra, and allow that sharing and that ease of emotion to happen. The quickening is happening, and you have found that way. We have found the way to create that artwork, to create this new world that we want to see. creating this new place with no judgment, no criticism, and no more limiting beliefs. We are working with imagination. We are working with magic and medicine and blessings. Every time you exhale, Mother Earth is able to pick them up, scoop them up, recycle them. And that is why we are able to inhale those blessings, that medicine and that magic. Know that the sorcerer has stepped into our reading to remind us of those limited beliefs and that we are able to alchemize them. And when they get too strong, we call in our soulmates, our heavenly, earthly angels, humans. We are the light that calls you in. We know that there are friends out there disguised as angels that will always shine that light on you. Have those great positive words or that beautiful version of you that you want to believe in. We give you permission. You have permission to believe in that idea that your soulmate has of you. You are made out of love, and we can see that light. It's time. It's time to step in and release those emotions. Don't fight against it. This is revealing that natural part of yourself that you've been afraid of. We're ready. We know that we see that you are revealing your beauty and your gifts and allowing us to witness that most authentic part of you. Did you know that by showing your authenticity, it has a higher vibration than love? Your uniqueness has a higher vibration than love. Sit in gratitude for the discovery of this. Know that your soul knows the direction. Your soul can work through those feelings rather than thinking. It is a sensation that you notice when you have that little life choice to make. Listen to those whispers. Listen. Sink. Sink further into the dark. Let that medicine of sound comfort you. Even if you don't understand what's going on, but you're here and you're listening, know that that frequency of sound is doing something. Vibrating into that core with gratitude and creating that sacred space that we're in. Your soul knows. And I ask you to sink deeper. Sink deeper into the darkness, where creation is found, where creation started. Sink and allow it to transform you and transport you. Come. Follow it. You hear the fire, the water, the crackling of that wood, mixed in with cedar or maple. We're surrounded by the standing people, the second group of children here to welcome us. They will be our guardians and sit and protect us while we enter into the state of meditation and go deeper, listening to the water, washing away what no longer serves us. Here we have gathered in front of the fire, throwing more sticks to create that crackling. Come, get closer to that fire. There are blankets waiting for us and cushions to soften under our bottom or under our head. But let's lay here and become earth angels in the woods, looking up at the tall trees. Follow that inner knowing rather than your logic at this time. The choice is always yours, but don't take it personally. See those words as love. Transmute them. Let go of that overprotective attitude that's holding you back from listening and from hearing that whisper of your soul. Come. Let's do a tapping. And for those of you that are new, a tapping is where we imagine releasing our emotional body or waking up our emotional body and allowing our body to decide what our mind cannot. So find that area on your hand where you would do a karate chop. Tap, tap. Switch sides and tap. This is how we wake it up. So move to that area on your face, that third eye, on your eyebrow, and tap. And listen. This is us setting boundaries. Move to your temples and tap. I teach others how to love and respect me by how I love and respect myself. Move to under your eyes and tap. My integrity is supported when I express my thoughts and my feelings. Move to underneath your nose and tap. I am aware of the excesses, wanting to please people. Slide to under your lip on your chin. I release these feelings. I will remain and grow in my personal power by saying yes when I mean yes and saying no when I mean no. Slide down your throat to your clavicles and tap. I speak up for myself and I set boundaries regarding people's behaviors. Slide under your arm like you're giving yourself half a hug and tap. I do this by asking for what I do want, such as respect, patience, tolerance, and support. Switch sides and tap, rather than telling them what I don't want. Tap your head and exhale. Know that by doing this particular sequence, we are using that Control-Alt-Delete button and releasing ourselves of a former program of a disbelief and inserting a new program of positivity, of setting boundaries. Using that ancestral frequency of fire and water to mix together and create that quickening, that sharing. Let this settle in. Sit in gratitude. Allow that. Allow the void to call us back. Good job. Come, sink. A little further. Good job. Welcome back. So wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, open your eyes when you're ready. But open your eyes to all of your magic. Thank you once again for practicing, for liking, for listening. Please continue to share that message of connection, that connection of strength and optimism. Be that earth angel that you want to see. in the world. And be reminded that you are a blessing, a unique color, a unique frequency in the world. And together, we make an orchestra of sound, of colors. So don't be afraid to shine that light. Let those emotions flow. You are a blessing, and I offer you more blessings to you, to me, and to all who listen.